That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. How about this for a start? Open with an onside kick, swipe of possession, big time risky, and also very confident. On the move. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. Enough to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses like phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Hunt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And the Rebels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, out of space. They get him out of bounds at the 45, and that is the way to jumpstart a drive.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Green. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing.
Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Gets it out fast. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the 1st down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Trying to pound it in. He gets it down to the 3 and not an inch further, and they get a stop on 4th and goal.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Harris. Oh, and he wants to throw it. It's incomplete. Man, after that, they're probably glad that an incompletion is the worst thing that happened to them.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
He's got him this time. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All by himself down the middle. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Green. Got his man on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the left. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And that's the look in man coverage you could throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Hill. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
To the air, it's Green. This one's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Ole Miss 7, Arkansas 0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Using his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Split backs here. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Off from the shotgun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offense and defense.
It's a seam wide open. And he was off to the races, finally tipped up at the 36. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Yeah, quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the lefty.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw at Simmons. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Lost to throw again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. To the air, it's Simmons. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
2nd down coming up. Trying play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop. The ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it gets no bigger than 1 versus 2, and this has already been a thriller. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in the game of the week. 1 versus 2. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Green. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Arkansas.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down, looking for more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Finds his man, it's Diggs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going up top. Pulls it in on the right. Turning on the Jets. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Under fire. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Corners are going to bail. A run for the quarterback. Finding an escape route. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Russell. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To throw, it's Green. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the play on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He might want another play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. First and 10 for the offense. They send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got his man downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Rebels with the first and 10. Snap it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the game we've had circled on our calendars all week is here, and how about this development? Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything going on today, and when it happens, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Green. Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He unleashes a long one. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Stribling. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
Ole Miss 24, Arkansas 14.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
He wants to change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with second down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The quick out.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got a man. It's Brown. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Green. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
To the air on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Time to take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Motion from the wide receiver. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Looking for a man. It's Green. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Here's the pressure. Steps away to find some room. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this offense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. All kinds of time before he fires right. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's get it, huh? Right. Black 14. Black 14.
They go to the ground. Oh, they make it free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Green. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this.
He's loose. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pick out there at 25.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The give out of the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Now, fourth down.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm